I'm actually making these videos because I really like being ripped apart in the public and I love being shadow banned. And I really love that China just really digitally traffics me and sexually assaults me and then walks around in public like they're really famous all over New Zealand after doing all this criminal intention with me, this chicken empire. I'm allowed to be fried every day that I'm ugly, and she's taken away my right to teach people any daily wisdoms because that Seven family wanted to take that, and everything about my life they have completely copied it, even down to being vanilla. They had me sexually assaulted. Now, why I'm telling you this story is not a story because I want your fame, I want your recognition. The thing is this is an actual humanitarian crisis. I'm not a liar. I'm not saying this because it's like you're making all these flowers with my sister and all this career hierarchy. And I'm saying, I think this country is a fucking bunch of assholes because I've already been accomplished in every area and you want to keep having this girl so obsessed to be better than me at everything that is for me. At this stage, this is neglect, which is a form of violence. Digital trafficking is abuse of power. I don't want to be denied the right to have my own digital footprint. I don't want to keep paying Annie all this money. So I get kidnapped from my own business so Annie can show off her 5 asses and keep this quality for Ruben to be the best princesses of his cook. And I don't want to be part of it. Well, I don't want to be associated with any of this. I wanted to be over in Australia with my family campaigning about 3 years about political violence. So the kidnapping came through political violence, and they've killed me by the mafia all over Australia as cheap quality, and they're keeping me as Aboriginal gutter trash. Every time I'm creating, the president of these towers is draining my phones, copying all of my identity, and making a new cleaner an angel, a new cleaner a flower. I'm tired of you uplifting everybody in this world and devaluing me. And if I'm going to be persecuted for the rest of my life over some religious bullshit where you're letting all these prostitutes stand in power as great career, it's like everything that I created in my life, this is my real gripe of this situation, is that you have all these fields that I'm a leech. You have all these fields I'm a dog bludger. You have all these fields. Poor little dear is so sweet and you're like so hard and cold and you won't let me talk to anybody, and all this time it's torture. You can't hold me hostage. You're holding hostage reality of all of my exes. You bought them all. You're holding hostage all my family and cousins. It's a form of torture to not let people see people and to keep them in a sense of no reality, no stimulation, no rights to see anyone. To torture me after I've had female genital mutilation is, and not give me those resources because of China, is a real form of abuse. Like, they're doing inhumane torture now, and also Japan has completely obliterated my whole identity, and then India destroyed all the communities, like making anti-Semitism. So where do I go? Because what's happened to me is you may have made a massive group of hate against me that I stank with all your toilet videos, but I got illegally put here. I don't have rights. I don't have freedom of movement and liberty. Every time I work for something, the sand mining company is stealing the things that I've created, and also these Indian companies. It's actually my identity, and Lewis, and it's actually my everything that I've worked for, all my CV, all my abilities, all my name that I've built. But he's got trillions and trillions of dollars, a massive advantage and massive governmental power behind him. What do I have? So I'm a woman that built my own like small businesses, and he's giving us all away to women that get huge advantages, and they're also destroyed my structure. I don't like that everything that I've built in my life, this company is building huge resources and huge similar ways of like being powerful and being like a career woman by copying me. You are not a winner in society if you're making a winner's circle and keeping me on the outside and are denying me the right to work because of persecution and discrimination. It's not a fair situation. I should be allowed to work. Now, I want to work because it gives me a sense of self and a sense of value, and it gives me something to do every day. I'm not doing it for this public discrimination and anti-Semitism in the gardens. It's not a fair situation that you've made them all stars in my last property. So everywhere I go, the police are violently abusing me. That's why I don't have a life. The police have murdered me, not once. Again and again, they murdered me down in Christchurch and sealed it up. They've murdered me in Auckland, the judge on that bus, and sealed it up. If it's why can't I get access to anything I need? You know, I'm tired of these Chinese acting like they're leaders, but they've been hacking me. It's things in my phone. And I'm tired of, because I've got references about who I am, they want to like destroy it. So I've said that I'm vanilla, so they're destroying that. Now, the police have a massive apartheid and the football, and I want my freedom. It's like every time I want my face done over, so, oh no, it's time to get Kiki and Poppy looking perfect now. I just think it's a real slap in the face against you saying you're about women power. Yeah, because I actually want to go on with my life, but Ruth wants to be the leader and the most powerful and has been dictating my life for years. And also in Sweden, I went over there and they've built a massive thing with Charlotte. Now, these are police structures, and I've just been denied the right to my own life. It's like, stop blaming me, start asking why the police won't let me go. Why I'm not allowed to work. It's counterintuitive. It's so I can't go sleep in camping grounds and all this kind of stuff. She's got a book blacklisting me. She is absolutely insane how much I'm being abused out of my right to live my life. Like, they've got a book like blacklisting me. They're digitally trafficking me. They won't let me see any family. They've controlled how my family see me. I got told I was going to get, like my family were going to get counselling from narcissistic abuse, and that Kiki and Lisa and the other girls, is it Kayla? They were all bullying my stomach and my body in Australia in a massive chat with my family. And I want to be able to speak openly in the public about it, because this is abuse of power and it's a war crime. I want my freedom from China. I want my freedom to talk. I want my freedom to be myself. I want my freedom of like the digitally trafficking me. And I also, like, they've stopped me getting asylum. They're keeping me underground with sex, like, to really tarnish me. And I'm saying I haven't had representation for 3 years and I've asked for it. So in this time, they've made all this defamation about me, but I'm also kept alone with no access to community help. I've had no access, and they're also abusing my face every day that I'm gorgeous. And I've already gone through this violence with this family again, and I think they should actually be done for constantly putting me through horrific humiliation and torture. Because I actually remember a text to John, I don't want any photos. So what has he done? He's made a massive culture, God don't like ugly, him and Poppy. So Poppy is the police and should know better. It's not fair what you're doing. It's real violence what you're doing. It's my family's been torn apart. You're holding me in anti-Semitism of toilet videos. This India is rough. You can't treat people like this. You can't have the police deny me the right to my own phones and my own way to communicate and holding me hostage, and then you can't put out in the public all this shit and not let me have persecution help. At this stage, the corruption and the power need to be looked into, especially like this mafia. It's my life. It's everything that I've created in my life. Matt has copied this for me. Like my heart, the way that I want to communicate, the way that I am creating books, all these things that I was creating, like, and I got into a jewelry school, they won't let me progress. I come up with the ideas, they take the money out of it. They take money out of things that make me happy, that made me a creative, different person. They want everybody to be creative. They want all of Reuben's wives to be creative artists. They want all of Reuben's wives to have plastic surgery. They want all of Reuben's wives to be career women in all these different industries. But I'm not allowed anything that I work for. So you get depressed, and then you don't get allowed depression because they film me every day as a prisoner in my home. I'm a lazy fat ass. And why do I have so much fat on me? Because they've injected me and stopped my stomach from digesting properly. So it'll take 2 or 3, and I've got all this slow metabolism. I've got no way to move forward in my life. Like, they've killed all my family with sexual abuse, and they're making Marina the golden child and stopping me having social interaction, which is what I was asking for the whole time. And that's the torture of it, is that 3 years ago I said I'm being socially ostracized, I'm being denied the right to go to work and denied the right to help the dog face, and instead they're pumping more and more money into flowers. They're pumping more and more money into these Marvel men who want to do avenging on me and make me have no democracy on a watch, with this watch that I'm having angry attitudes and fits of rage. And it's so, should I actually ask why I've been filmed for 7 years without my consent? You don't know what it's like to be abused. Like, I'm not doing it to cry wolf. Like, I'm not a wolf in sheep's clothing. I was a sensitive person. They're actually banning me from doing the same things. This is confinement for too long. Somebody needs to look into this gambling network. It's my life. Like, I need to be free. You cannot trap somebody like this. It's abuse of power.